All right, it's Tara and Chris here. We are on our second day, and yes, it's been quite a challenge the first day. The first day was going over the Pyrenees mountains, and we only accomplished maybe 40 to 45 miles, but it's definitely not intended for cyclists, the first part for sure. There are lots of loose gravel, rocks, uneven surfaces, and unfortunately there were some areas where the road coincided with the path, and so on some points we were able to take the road, but we had to walk the bike half the time, especially the first four or 5 miles for sure.
I fell 6 times.
Tara fell 6 times, a couple bruises, but nothing serious.
A sheep got loose.
That was the one thing that was super interesting. There was a lot of cool animals along the way: horses, cows, sheep, slugs that are black with patterns on it. It was a cool adventure. You couldn't see at one point on top of the mountains.
We were in the middle of a cloud.
We were in the middle of the clouds, and one part of that being dangerous is that you couldn't see the cars. There's not many cars, but when there was a car, you had to move to the side quickly because they couldn't see you and we couldn't see them.
There aren't many pilgrims on the Camino right now.
So far, there aren't many pilgrims. We've seen some in the very beginning when we left France and the famous town of
Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port.
There we go, we're getting that good. And Pamplona is where we're at right now. We're just outside of it, not quite central, but it's been a great adventure so far. My butt is super sore. Going into this, Tara and I, we trained, I trained in running. Tara trained cycling, but I did zero. My goal was zero bicycling. But what'd you do, Tara?
I did 10 to 30 miles a day for 17 days.
Yeah, so Tara's kind of been getting into it to prepare for this day because she needed it to feel more confident to be able to accomplish this. And we're only on our second day, so I'm not sure if we're going to make it, but our intentions are to make it. And yeah, so stay tuned. We'll be sharing some videos of some of the amazing footage we have of just everything we've seen, and you can understand the complexity of the trail, cycling it, walking the bikes. The bikes are like great bikes, but they are heavy. They're like half Tara's weight. I mean, 45 pounds easily with all the gear. Got everything you need, the baggage, great disc brakes, but they are heavy. And so walking your bikes up mountains is not easy, especially when the bike's half the weight of Tara. So yeah, so we're excited to move on today, and hopefully our goal is maybe 4 hours of biking today, because yesterday we did like, how many hours? 9 hours yesterday. So that's quite a lot. That's a record for Tara for sure, and not a record for me. I've cycled once before with Jerry, my friend. We biked to Athens from Deland, but this is definitely on a whole other level since it's going to take us so many days. But all right, stay tuned.